Hello everyone, welcome back to Oceanography. In the previous session, we have discussed the bottom relief of the world oceans. Today, we will be discussing the bottom morphology of Atlantic Ocean in detail. Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean in the world after Pacific. It covers an area of roughly 82.9 million square kilometers, which is about half of the size of Pacific Ocean and covers 1/6 of the total area of Earth's surface. The name Atlantic Ocean was first found out from the writings of Herodotus dating back to 450 BC. Hence, it is believed that the ocean has got its name from the Greek mythology denoting the Sea of Atlas. Atlantic Ocean is surrounded by Europe on the northeast, Africa on the southeast, North America on the northwest, and South America on the southwestern side. The ocean widens to the south of the equator and attains a maximum width of 5,920 km at 35 degrees south latitude. It narrows down towards the equator, where it is only 2,560 km wide between the Liberian coast and Cape Savo. The width of the ocean further increases towards the north and it becomes 4,800 km at 40 degrees north latitude. The ocean narrows down in the extreme north, where it is able to maintain its contact with the Arctic Ocean through Denmark Strait in the European side and Davis Bay and Labrador Sea on the American side. Thus, the remarkable feature of Atlantic Ocean is its symmetrical shape and simple topography. It is believed that the Atlantic Ocean has formed due to the drifting of the continents as per the continental drift theory proposed by Alfred Wegener and proved to be right through the later developmental studies of seafloor spreading. According to Wegener, 180 million years back, all the continents of present day were a bigger joint landmass known as Pangaea. The Pangaea was surrounded by a world of ocean termed Panthalassa, which is the present day Pacific Ocean. In the Upper Triassic period, the Pangaea started breaking up and the North America and the South America started drifting towards the west from Europe and Africa, and the Atlantic Ocean was formed in between. Atlantic Ocean has an average depth less than that of Pacific Ocean. The ocean is surrounded by a large number of marginal and enclosed seas as well as by a vast expanse of continental shelf. This makes less depth for the Atlantic Ocean. Therefore, more than 1/4 of the part of Atlantic Ocean is having a depth of less than 915 meters from the mean sea level. The Continental Shelf. Atlantic Ocean is known for its continental shelf. That is, the ocean has more continental shelf than any other oceans in the world. About 13.3% of the total floor area of Atlantic Ocean is covered by the continental shelf. The width of the continental shelf of Atlantic Ocean varies due to the relief of the coastline. There are two prime factors that has been found for the wide character of continental shelf in Atlantic Ocean. First of all, most of the coastal areas adjacent to the Atlantic Ocean are having a plain type of relief. Secondly, there are wide discharge of water by many rivers into the Atlantic Ocean, which deposits higher amount of sediments, making wide continental shelf in the region. The width of the continental shelf is largely controlled by the relief of the coastal lands, and these are significantly narrow where the mountains and the hills border the coast. You can find a significant narrow between the Bay of Biscay and Cape of Good Hope in the Atlantic Ocean. Similarly, narrow continental shelf can be also found in the Brazilian region between 5 to 10 degrees south latitudes. However, continental shelf of 200 to 400 km wide can be found along the northeastern coast of North America and the northwestern coast of Europe. Very extensive continental shelves are found in the South Atlantic Ocean, mainly between the Bahia Blanca and Antarctica. The two extensive continental shelf is found in the North Atlantic Ocean. These are the Celtic Shelf in the east and the Newfoundland Shelf in the west. These shelves are better identified as Dogger Bank and Grand Bank respectively. In the South Atlantic Ocean, you can find extensive shelf between Bahia Blanca and Antarctica. All these shelves are called banks because they contain numerous glacial depressions which have become favorable sites for laying eggs by the fishes. The most striking geological feature of the Atlantic Ocean is the presence of longitudinal ridge known as the MidAtlantic Ridge. It is a long and continuous chain of ridge system that runs from 87 degrees north to 54 degrees south latitudes. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is the perfect example that can represent the zone of diverging plate boundaries. It was discovered by Challenger in 1873. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge almost sketches in the form of letter S for a distance of 16,000 kilometers from Iceland in the north to Bouvet Island in the south. It was covered by an average depth of 3,000 meters and an average width of 1,000 to 1,500 kilometers. Near to the equator, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge is being divided by the Romanche Trench. The northern part of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge is known as Dolphin Rise. The southern part of the ridge system is called Challenger Rise. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge divides the entire ocean into two broad basins, namely the East Atlantic Basin and the West Atlantic Basins. And these basins are further subdivided into smaller basins. The most important basins in the West Atlantic Basin are the Labrador Basin, the Newfoundland Basin, North American Basin, Brazilian Basin and Argentine Basin. In the South Atlantic Basin, we can find the Canary Subbasin, the Cape Verde Basin, the Guinea Subbasin, Angola Subbasin and Cape Basin. All these subbasins are characterized by abyssal plains. The most important abyssal plains include the Canary Abyssal Plain, the Angola Abyssal Plain and the Argentinian Abyssal Plain. Deep ocean trenches are generally uncommon in Atlantic Ocean. Murray has identified 29 trenches in Atlantic Ocean, out of which 19 trenches have a depth of more than 5,500 meters. However, you can find 3 major trenches with more than 7,000 meters deep in Atlantic Ocean. The Puerto Rico Trench is the deepest trench in the Atlantic Ocean, which can be found in the north of Puerto Rico Island. It is about 8,800 meters deep. The second deepest trench is the South Sandwich Trench, which runs parallel to the South Sandwich Island. It is about 8,300 meters deep. The another one is locating in the mid of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, that is the Romanche Trench, with a depth of 7,760 meters. Newfoundland and British Isles are the two world-famous islands found in the North Atlantic Ocean. One can find West Indies between the North and the South America. Greenland and North Scotland are situated on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. The other famous islands in the Atlantic Ocean are the South Arches, the South Sandwich Island, and the Bermuda. There are practically no marginal seas in the South Atlantic Ocean, but the marginal seas are highly predominant in the North Atlantic Ocean. Towards the European side, there are Norwegian Sea, the North Sea, and the Baltic Sea. The Baltic and the North Seas are recent shallow seas originated during the post-glacial period. The Mediterranean Sea is the largest sea on the European side. Some of its deepest part even exceeds 3,600 meters. On the American coast, there are Hudson Bay, Labrador Sea, and Davis Strait. These seas relate Atlantic Ocean to the Arctic Ocean. Besides, Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean Sea can be found in the central part of the Atlantic Ocean. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. For any clarifications and doubt, please post in the comment box. Thank you and have a nice day.